Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to have a marathon session. We'll start with RBI 247 marathon sessions, then we'll do PIB 247 after a day or two, and uske baad Maha marathon. I hope you're ready for the first session. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me, and we'll start quickly with the session. A reminder, this is going to be a marathon session. Okay. We'll have started answering already. Let's start the session. Before that, I want to tell you about the book that we have launched. It's the previous year questions book, especially for RBI Grade B exams. If you're giving exam in 2024 or even this year as well, you should buy the book. It is going to help you a lot for your preparation. Okay, let's start with today's session, and this is going to be a marathon session. So quickly, we'll just do questions and answers. There will be very less explanation. However, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Let me know if I am audible to all of you, and we'll start with the first question. Recently in news, RBI launched Utkarsh 2.0. Which of the following correctly defines it? So Utkarsh 2.0 is a medium-term strategy framework. So the correct answer here will be D. It is a medium-term strategy framework. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is incorrect about Utkarsh 2.0? So it is a fintech initiative of RBI. यहीं से ही गलत हो गया. It is not a fintech initiative of RBI. It is a medium-term strategy framework. अभी हमने पढ़ा. Now let's look at the statement. To guide the scheduled commercial banks' progress towards realization of the identified milestone. It is not the scheduled commercial banks. It is a medium-term strategy framework created by the RBI for itself. Okay. It has 6 vision statements. This is correct. That will serve the strategic guiding path. Yes, 6 vision statements. And Utkarsh 2.0's roadmap will have 50 strategies which would culminate into the desired outcomes. There are 60 strategies and not 50. The first statement and the third statement are incorrect, and we had to find out the incorrect statement. The answer will be C. Very good. Okay, third question. Which of the following is correct about Utkarsh 2.0? Implementation of Utkarsh will be steered by high-level strategy subcommittee of Financial Stability Development Council. No. So the implementation of Utkarsh will be steered by high-level subcommittee of the RBI Central Board of Directors, BOD, Central Board of Directors. Okay, you have to find out the correct statement here. It will consist of 3 layers. This is correct. However, it is not vision and strategies. It is vision, strategies and milestone. और vision किससे बनते हैं? Visions are made of mission, core purpose and values. Vision किससे बनते हैं? Oh sorry, mission किससे बनता है? Vision, strategies, vision, core purpose and values. Okay. The core purpose of Utkarsh 2.0 is to foster monetary financial stability, keeping in mind the objective of growth and to ensure development of an efficient, inclusive financial system. The statement is correct. You have to find out the correct statement. So the answer will be E3 only. Great. Which of the following is not a vision statement under Utkarsh 2.0? This kind of questions are expected in phase 2 exam. इतनी detail में पूछते हैं आपसे. Excellence in performance of its function. You have to find out which of the following is not. So this one is correct. Strengthen trust of citizens and institutions in RBI. Obviously, this is also correct. Transparent, accountable and ethics-driven external governance. This is incorrect because it should be internal governance. ये RBI का vision document है. Innovative and dynamic workplace. There is a correction here as well. This should be innovative and dynamic HR, human resource management. Okay. So, right. So here 3 and 4 are incorrect. Moving on to the next question. Recently, SEBI proposed regulatory framework for index providers, IP, जो आपको index provide करते हैं. I hope you all know what are index, which just maps the various stocks. Okay. Which of the following is our salient features of the framework? Index providers should mandatorily adhere to IOSCO principles. This is correct, right? IPs, that is index providers, to have minimum net worth of 100 crore. This is incorrect. They have minimum net worth of 50 crore. Okay. I'm sorry, minimum net worth of 25 crore. Independent professionals providing benchmark service will be considered eligible. This is also incorrect because independent professionals जो हैं, they should be registered as a company. So independent professionals जो हैं, they will not be they will not be considered eligible. So here the second and the third statement are incorrect, and so first one only will be the correct statement. A. Okay. According to the recent proposal by SEBI to set up regulatory framework for index providers, assessment by independent external auditors should be done in how many years so as to evaluate adherence to IOSCO principles. This is B, once in 2 years. So क्या होता है, अगर उनको नई नई परमिशन मिली है इंडेक्स प्रोवाइडर्स को, they have to conduct it within 1 year, right? Otherwise, in normal circumstances, it is once in 2 years. Okay, independent external auditors. Then, question number 7. According to the recent proposal by SEBI to set up regulatory framework for index providers, which of the following are the likely reasons to set up oversight committee? Oversight committee क्यों बनाई गई है? To review the existing index design, this is correct. दो purpose के लिए बनाई गई है. To review the existing index design and this one, to review the index methodology. ठीक है, so ये oversight committee के दो functions हैं. What is the correct index design? जो index provide कर रहे हैं आपको, what is the design that they are following? And what is the methodology? So to review the methodology, there is an oversight committee. So here first and 3 will be the correct statement and D will be the right option. State. Consider and identify the correct statement with regard to FSR, Financial Stability Report. Now this question is a general question. However, ये January के current affairs हैं, so they are talking about December 2022 की जो report आई थी. Now we have the financial stability report, the recent one. You have to prepare that. आपको अच्छे से पढ़ के जानी है. Questions can be asked in phase 1 and phase 2 as well. Phase 1 में these kind of questions can be asked. These are general questions about the financial stability report. This is a half-yearly report released by Ministry of Finance. Who will tell me the correct answer here? Is it released by Ministry of Finance? Who releases it? So it is actually FSDC. सब कमिटी वो बनाती है. So it is released by RBI. A part of the report, as part of the report, RBI conducts systemic risk survey. This is correct. This report reflects the collective assessment of subcommittee of FSDC on the risk to financial stability and resilience to the financial system. This is also correct. We had to find out the correct statement 2 and 3. B. Very good. Consider and identify the correct statement with regard to Financial Stability and Development Council. Now, this question is about the Financial Stability and Development Council, and you have to find out the incorrect statement. It is chaired by RBI Governor. Who chairs the FSDC and who chairs the subcommittee of FSDC? ये आपको सबको पता होना चाहिए. The question is not about the subcommittee. The question is about FSDC. So, who chairs the FSDC? This is incorrect statement. Who chairs it? Who's going to tell me who chairs the FSDC? It is a statutory body created in 2010. It is a non-statutory body. It is an executive order. से ये in 2010 it came out of from an executive order, not a statutory body. There is no act. Creation of FSDC was first proposed by Bill and Jalan Committee. This is also incorrect. It is Raghuram Rajan Committee. So all the statements are incorrect, and you had to find out the incorrect statements. So all of the above. Finance Minister. That's great. Anusha, Noira. Very good. Which of the following is not part of the FSR, Financial Stability Report? Micro financial risks, financial institution soundness and resilience, regulatory initiative in the financial sector, monetary policy actions. You are going to tell me the answer because very recently I have conducted the Financial Stability Report and we have discussed this. So which of the following is not a part of the Financial Stability Report? 3 chapters में divided होता है Financial Stability Report and then end में एक survey होता है Systemic Risk Survey. What are the 3 parts? Okay, so it is not micro financial risk, it is macro financial risk. So first statement is incorrect. Financial institution soundness and resilience, this is correct. Regulatory initiative in the financial sector, this is also correct. However, there are no monetary policy actions. So the correct answer here will be 2 and 3. Okay, not a part 1 and 4. Right, D. 1 and 4 are not a part. Right, D is the answer. Recently, FSR Financial Stability Report was released. Which of the following statements are true with regard to this report? The NP. Okay, so this is talking about December 2022 की report. अगर आपको ये data नहीं भी याद है, it is okay, absolutely okay, because now you have to remember the recent data. ठीक है. Now this question is talking about December, तो हम उसके हिसाब से we are going to answer this. The NPA ratio has declined for the banks. This is correct. NPA ratio actually declined for the banks. Provisioning coverage ratio has reduced. This is incorrect. Provisioning coverage ratio was increased. Banks started maintaining more provisions for themselves. The CRAR ratio for UCB have decreased. This is also incorrect. CRAR ratio increased. CRAR ratio for UCBs it is talking about. Okay, so you have to tell the correct statement, and here the answer will be B, 1 only. NPA ratio declined. B. Which of the following poses risk to the financial stability as defined by the systemic risk survey? Again, ये पुराना वाला है, so we are going to answer as per the December report. Global monetary liquidity tightening, decline in corporate margins, this is also correct. Geopolitical risk is also correct, and increase in crude oil prices, this is also correct. So back before December 22, there was a pressure of increasing crude oil prices, this is also correct. Here the answer will be E, all of the above. All of the above are correct. However, please remember what are the current risks in the recent report. Okay, next question. Consider and identify the incorrect statement with regard to Ombudsman Scheme report. This is important. Ombudsman Scheme ki report I thi. This one is going to be important. The report has been released by Regulation and Enforcement Department of RBI. This is incorrect. Who releases this report? Who can tell me who releases this report? Important hai. A question can definitely be asked, kaun sa department release karta hai? Let's move on to the second statement. Meanwhile, please tell me the answer. Who releases this report? This report covers activities under the Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006, Ombudsman Scheme NBFC, Ombudsman Scheme. Okay, so what happened was in this November 2021, I'm just quickly going to revise it. November 2021 mein RBI introduced the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Now this report is for financial year 2021 to 2022, which means April se March tak ki hai, right? And November beach mein hi, in November 2021, this Integrated Ombudsman Scheme was introduced. So ये आधी report, it contains only 3 parts, that is Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006, then NBFCs for 2018, and Digital Transactions 2019, right? Ombudsman schemes, ये तीनों. So it is there. However, 2021 के बाद this was also included, the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, right? So question is saying the report covers activities under this. This is incorrect because it also covers Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. The activities under the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021 will be included from financial year 22-23. This is incorrect because इसी में ही include हो गई है, right? Statement 2 and 3 are incorrect, and 1 is also incorrect because it is not Regulation and Enforcement Department. It is Customer Protection and Awareness Department. You're right. Customer Education and Protection Department. Yes, Nilesh, you're right. Customer Education Protection Department, right? So all of the statements here are incorrect. The answer will be all of the above, D. Which of the following is true about Consumer Education Protection Department of RBI? It oversees the functioning of 22 offices of RBI Ombudsman. This is correct. And 30 Consumer Education Protection Cells. This is correct. Ye report ka part tha. So this statement was mentioned in the report. Next statement. It administers and handles the complaints only related to alternate grievance redressal mechanism and CP Grams portal of RBI. The CP Grams portal is not of RBI, it is of the government. So this statement here is incorrect. Recently, PIB sessions, maybe we have also heard about the CP Grams portal. It is also responsible to create consumer awareness, publishes the annual report of RBI IOS. Yes, this department does this work, right? So it is responsible for creating consumer awareness. First and third statement are correct. The answer will be C. Good. Which of the following are the key highlights under Ombudsman Scheme report released for the financial year 21-22? The volume of complaints decreased. Volume of complaints actually increased. So volume of complaints, they increased. Then the rate of disposal of complaints improved. Yes, 90% se zyada tha the rate of disposal of complaints. Majority of the maintainable complaints were resolved through mutual settlement. The statement is also correct. So second and third statement are correct. First one is incorrect, and we have to find out the correct statement. So B will be the answer. Which of the following entity will be included in the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme? Ye important hai. You have to remember who are included in the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. Scheduled commercial banks, yes. Primary urban cooperative banks, yes. Non-scheduled urban cooperative banks with deposits of 100 crore. This is incorrect. Deposits of 50 crore. 50 crore से ज़्यादा के deposits हैं, they will be included. Core investment companies, no, this is actually credit information companies. So recently RBI added credit information companies, CIC, to the integrated ombudsman. Okay, so first and second are correct here. A. Consider and identify the correct statement with regard to CRPC under the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Can you tell me the full form of CRPC? Who will tell me the full form of CRPC? CRPC is not Consumer Rights and Protection Center. And ये CRPC कहाँ खुला था? CRPC. This is actually for receiving of complaints. So they receive your complaints and scrutiny होती है उन complaints की, right? Okay. So CRPC is Central Receipt and Processing Center. Central Receipt and Processing Center. To receive all the complaints. Then CRPC is established at RBI Mumbai? No, Chandigarh. This is also important. कहाँ पे established हुआ है? CRPC will handle preliminary scrutiny and processing of complaints. This is correct. So third statement here is correct. Right? The answer will be 3 only D. Which of the following is not a domestic systemically important bank as notified by RBI? This is a very easy question. ICICI, yes. Axis, IDBI, yes. Bank, no. Can you tell me what are the other domestic systemically important banks that are notified by the RBI? Who is going to tell me this answer? Okay, please let me know which banks are notified as domestic systemically important banks. The answer here will be E. Consider and identify the correct statement with regard to systemically important banks. These are too big to fail financial institutions. This is correct. Problem of moral hazard is associated with them. This is also correct. There are 3 types of systemically important banks. It is incorrect. There are only 2, global and domestic. Global and domestic. And various parameters there are various parameters identified in the framework based on which they are classified as domestically or globally systemically important. Okay, so the third statement here is incorrect. First and 2 are correct. Consider and identify the incorrect statement with regard to domestic systemically important banks. As of now, RBI has issued the draft framework for dealing with domestic systemically important banks. So here the statement is saying RBI has issued a draft framework. However, there is a framework going on since 2015. So this is an incorrect statement. According to RBI, banks having size beyond 5% of the GDP will be selected for assessment of risk systemic importance. This is 2%, not 5%. Bank falling in the bucket will be required to have additional common equity tier 1 capital requirement ranging from 0.2 to 1%. This is correct. So the first and the second statement are incorrect and the third one is correct. You have to find out the incorrect statement. The correct answer here will be C. I haven't received an answer about who is the, yes, okay, SBI, HDFC. Yes, you're right. Medha, Jyoti, Nilesh, absolutely right. Which of the following is not an indicator that is used to assess the domestic systemic importance of the bank? Okay, so size, substitutability, interconnectedness, cross judicial activity, complexity. साइज है, सब्स्टिट्यूटेबिलिटी भी है, इंटरकनेक्टेडनेस भी है, क्रॉस जुडिशियल एक्टिविटी नहीं है. दिस इज इंक्लूडेड इन ग्लोबल systemically important banks. And complexity is there. So 1, 2, 3 and 5. Okay, you have to find out which of the following is not an indicator. 4 only will be the right answer. Consider and identify the incorrect statement with regard to regulatory sandbox. As of now, RBI has announced 6 cohorts under the regulatory sandbox. How many cohorts are there? Please let me know how many cohorts are there and if the first statement is correct or incorrect. Objective of regulatory sandbox is to foster responsible innovation in the financial service, promote efficiency, bring benefit to the customers. This is the correct statement. Theme of the 6th cohort was neutral. Please let me know how many cohorts are there. 5. So Parash Goswami, Parth. Very good. There are 5 cohorts and this is the theme of the 5th cohort. So the first and the third statement are incorrect and you have to find out the incorrect statement. A will be the right answer here. Very good. Recently, SEBI altered the existing offer for sale rules. ये important है. Offer for sale, I hope सबको पता है. IPO क्या होता है? Initial public offering, फिर further public offering. उन्हीं को अब दोबारा public में offer करते हैं. And offer for sale is when promoters or promoter group or any somebody, high net worth individual who have shares of the company, they go for offer for sale. अपने shares को they put out for sale to dilute their stake in the company. So under the new rules, only promoter groups and entities are used. To that, no, it is not just the promoter and promoter groups. Somebody who has large shareholding. तो अगर कोई promoter नहीं भी है, but they have majority shareholding, बहुत ज़्यादा shareholding है, they can also use this mechanism of offer for sale. The minimum offer size would be 15 crore. This should be 25 crore and not 15 crore. So this statement is incorrect. OFS can also be done by companies with MCAP of 1000 crore. This is the correct statement. Those the second and the first statement are incorrect and 3 is the correct. You have to find out the correct. So D will be the answer. Next, consider and identify the incorrect statement with regard to incorrect statement निकालनी है OFS offer for sale. OFS are issued directly to the public through stock exchange. So OFS में क्या होता है? Offer for sale में the promoters they want to dilute their share. What they do is they indirectly through an intermediary, किसी intermediary के through they sell these shares so that they can dilute their stake in the company. This is not done directly to the public through stock exchange, done through an intermediary. Okay, so the first statement here is incorrect. In India, facility of OFS will be available on BSE, NSE and MSEI. This is also correct. Shares can be sold to foreign institutional investors and qualified institutional buyers only. Only यहाँ पे mentioned है, makes the statement incorrect. This is also sold to retail investors. क्या आप retail investors को भी sell कर सकते हैं. Third statement is incorrect. First is incorrect and you have to find out the incorrect statement. Answer will be C. Okay, consider and identify the correct statement with regard to recent modification done in offer for sale. Under OFS, minimum 10% will be reserved for mutual fund companies. Okay, so problem क्या है यहाँ पे? 10% is not the right answer. It should be 15% and also 15% is reserved for mutual fund companies and insurance companies combined. 15% is reserved for mutual fund companies and insurance companies combined. Makes the second statement also incorrect. And minimum 25% will be reserved for retail investors. This is minimum 10% will be reserved for retail investors. Okay. So we're done with 25 questions. So here all the statements will be incorrect. So all of the above. None of the above. You have to find out the correct statement. None of the above is incorrect. Okay. Recently, SEBI altered the existing OFS rules. With regard to this, consider and identify the correct statement. Promoter and non-promoter shareholders holding at least 10% stake in a company will be allowed to offer shares through OFS. So the question is asking about the recently introduced, rules. Recently introduced rules by the SEBI. So this rule was earlier there. Now SEBI has done away with this rule. So this is not true anymore. Next statement says unit holders of listed REITs and InvITs are allowed to offer their holding through OFS mechanism. This is correct. OFS is launched to comply with SEBI's minimum public shareholding norm. Offer size can be less than 25 crore. Okay, minimum public shareholding में 25 crore की shareholding आपको लानी होती है public shareholding. So this is actually a norm. The minimum public shareholding should be brought to 25 crore. But the thing is, now if somebody is bringing offer for sale, they can do so to comply with this mechanism कि हम minimum public shareholding को 25 crore तक लाने के लिए ही we are opting for offer for sale. So this is a correct statement. If OFS is launched to comply with the SEBI's minimum public shareholding norm, offer size can be less than 25 crore. Obviously, तभी तो आप minimum public shareholder पे जा रहे हो. This is a correct statement. The answer will be 2 and 3. According to SEBI's minimum public shareholding, what percentage of public shareholding are companies required to maintain? ये है minimum public shareholding का concept, 25% within 3 years. Right? So correct answer is C. According to the World Bank's Global Economic Prospect, this is an old report, came in January. Okay, any new adverse development in which of the following factors can push global economy into recession? Elevated inflation, this is correct. Tightening monetary policy, this is also correct. Declining interest rate, this is incorrect. And resurgence of COVID-19 pandemic, this is correct. Now, why is this statement incorrect? Declining interest rate, because जब हम बोल रहे हैं second statement is correct. is correct, which is tightening monetary policy. So when you're opting for tightening monetary policy, that means interest rates are going to be hiked. Declining interest rate is incorrect. So what will be the correct answer here? C, 1, 2 and 4. Okay, consider and identify the correct statement. In case NRE accounts cannot be, in case of NRE accounts, funds cannot be freely repatriated into foreign currency. तो दो accounts हमने पढ़े थे, NRE account and NRO account. Non-resident external and non-resident ordinary. What happens in non-resident external is somebody who's earning in foreign currency outside, so their foreign earnings can be stored in the account in India, right? They can open an account in India and fully repatriate this amount in foreign currency. So this statement is incorrect. And what is the benefit? These deposits are exempted from tax. So tax exemption मिलेगी, principal पे भी and interest पे. So this is the benefit to them. Ordinary account में क्या होता है? NRIs who are earning in India, Let's suppose कहीं पे उन्होंने invest करा हुआ है, they are receiving investment in India, so that is their earning in India in domestic currency, that is stored in NRO account, ordinary account, not fully repatriated. NRE accounts are exposed to foreign exchange risk. This is correct. NRE are rupee denominated accounts that NRIs can open to manage their income earned in India. So this is NRO account and not NRE account. Therefore, the statement is also incorrect. And you have to identify the correct statement here. So rupee denominated accounts that NRIs can open to manage their income earned in India, their income earned outside. NRO allows repatriation in both domestic as well as foreign currency. This statement is incorrect. Okay, you have to find out the correct statement. Second statement is correct here. Recently, SEBI allowed, yes, great, C. Recently, SEBI allowed asset management companies that have actively managed equity linked savings schemes. Okay, so ये ELSS का question है. In this regard, which of the following statement is true about passive ELSS? So active ELSS schemes, जो भी companies, AMCs who were involved in active ELSS schemes can now also launch passive ELSS scheme. I hope you know the difference between active and passive. It has been taught to you twice in these sessions. Passive schemes consistently tracks the market index to allow fund and get maximum gains. This is correct. This is the actual definition of passive scheme. Active schemes में क्या होता है? They try to get ahead of the market. They try to make predictions. तो बहुत ज़्यादा involvement होती है. That is why it is active. Okay. Under this, the fund manager actively chooses the stocks that will make up the fund. No. So this is about active, not passive. The question is about passive. These schemes increase the cost of investing for investors. This is also incorrect because passive है, so cost of investment decrease हो जाएगी. So here A only will be the correct statement. 1, A only. Okay. In this highly uncertain global environment, the Indian economy is exhibiting signs of gradual strengthening of the global growth momentum. This is a statement from the report of trends and analysis of the banking sector. January में release हुई थी. You have to tell me the correct statement with regard to this. So these kind of questions are generally asked in phase 2 and not in phase 1. You have to read the statement or the paragraph that is given to you, and you have to identify which is going to be the correct statement. Let's look at the statement. The consolidated balance sheet of scheduled commercial banks. Scheduled commercial banks has registered a decline in growth in the year. So this is incorrect. There was a double-digit growth. ये बहुत ज़्यादा news में था. This was actually the headlines of so many newspapers. Scheduled commercial banks recorded a double-digit growth in this year, 21-22. Public sector banks account for more than 60% of the deposits of the scheduled commercial banks. This is correct. Gross NPAs of the banks have improved to 5%. This is also correct. This was also there in the economic survey कि gross NPA 5% आ चुका है. Second and the third statement here are correct. And again, the same passage, you have to tell if these statements are correct or not. Here you have to tell about the correct statement. In terms of the number of frauds, the modus operandi is cash transactions. So modus operandi, what is the meaning of modus operandi? Which means the mode of operation. Mode of operation. It is card transaction and not cash transaction. Card transaction. Number of fraud cases reported by private banks are more than public banks. This statement is correct. The number of fraud cases की बात हो रही है. It was more in private banks than public banks. In terms of amount involved, fraud की बात हो रही है. Share of PSB was 2/3. This is correct. So when amount, in terms of amount involved, in the fraud cases, the share of PSB's public sector bank was more. Okay, so here B only, B is the correct statement. 2 and 3 are correct. Which of the following statement is are incorrect? This is a very easy question. You have to find out the incorrect statement and you're going to tell me the answer to this question. SDF is a measure to inject liquidity in the economy. SDF is floor rate under the LAF corridor, liquidity adjustment facility corridor, and net stable funding ratio is a measure of short-term resilience of banks. Who is going to tell me the correct answer? 33 question. What is the correct answer? And also please let me know, SDF is a measure to inject liquidity in the economy or not? Right. Okay, so Parash has given the correct answer here. The answer is going to be D, 1 and 3 only. SDF is not a measure to inject liquidity in the economy, that is repo rate. SDF is a measure to absorb liquidity from the economy. This makes the statement incorrect and you have to find out the incorrect statement. SDF is the flow rate under LAF corridor. This is correct. Net stable funding ratio is a measure of short-term resilience of banks. No, net stable funding ratio is a measure of medium-term or long-term resilience of the banks. What is short-term resilience of banks? What is the ratio for short-term resilience for banks? कौन बताएगा? Please let me know what is the ratio of short-term resilience. Right, Anusha, 1 and 3 are wrong. Manav, the answer is D. Nilesh, the answer is D. Who is going to tell me what is the measure of short-term resilience of banks? Right, NSFR is for long term. Let's move on to the next question up. Please let me know what is the measure of short-term resilience? LCR, correct. Who gave the right answer? Arun Thamiz and Parash. Very good. Liquidity coverage ratio. It is the resilience for it is a measure of short-term resilience, and net stable funding ratio is for medium or long term. Which of the statements given below, not above, below, are correct about inflation in India? The weightage of food in CPI is higher than that in WPI. ये तो सबको पता है, बहुत easy statement है. WPI does not capture changes in prices of service. ये भी सही है. Reserve Bank of India is now adopting WPI as its key measure of inflation and to decide the changing key policies. What does the RBI maps? RBI किसको map करता है to know about inflation and to target inflation, and on the basis of which policy rates are decided? Please let me know the answer. The correct answer here is C. 1 and 2 are correct. Which of the following statements are incorrect about inflation? Again, core inflation excludes food and fuel items. This is correct. WPI is released by NSO. No, who releases WPI? Please let me know who releases WPI. The third statement says WPI includes primary and manufactured products only. This is also incorrect. They only should not be there. CPI headline, you are right, Nilesh. CPI headline. WPI is released by who? Office. कौन बताएगा? WPI includes primary articles and manufactured products only. No, fuel and power is also included. So this statement here is incorrect. 1 is correct and 2 and 3 are incorrect. The answer will be B. You have to find out the incorrect statement. Please, Office of Economic Advisor, absolutely right. Which comes under which ministry? Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Very good, Parash. Very good. Which of the following statements is correct about inflation? Now you have to find out the correct statement about inflation for the month of December. Again, अब December का data हमारे लिए important नहीं है, but I'll still answer this question. What is going to be important is the month of May, क्योंकि May का data June में आया है. As per the recent data of NSO, CPI for the month of December has been above the RBI's mark. So no, it is incorrect. The CPI for the month of December was below RBI's mark. It was 5.7 something percent. तो ये गलत statement है. WPI for the month of December is 4.9%. This is correct. You have to find out the correct statement here. CPI for the month of December is less than WPI. This is absolutely incorrect statement. CPI was more than WPI. So 1 and 3 are incorrect and second is correct. The answer will be C. December का data अब इतना important नहीं है. As per the recent proposed expected credit loss framework of RBI. This is important. नया framework आया था. It was in newspaper also. Banks were very worried about this new framework. Expected credit loss framework of RBI. Okay, banks are required to shift to ECL approach within 1 year from final guidelines brought out by the RBI. Yes, so जब RBI final guidelines लाएगा after 1 year, banks have to shift to this approach. Final assets will be classified under 4 stages as per credit risk involved. This is an incorrect statement. Please let me know the financial assets will be classified under how many stages? Under how many stages? As per RBI, the ECL framework is applicable to all types of banks. This is also incorrect. It is not applicable to regional rural banks, RRBs. It is not applicable to SCBs also. All banks, all cooperative banks. Okay. Please let me know how many stages as per the credit risk involved. Financial assets कितनी stages में define करा गया है. So second and the third statement here are incorrect. You have to find out the correct statement. D will be the correct answer here. 3 stages, absolutely right. Who gave the right answer? Parash again. Shreya, very good. Ankur. Which of the following statement given above, below, these are incorrect about NPCI? NPCI is brought by RBI and IBA under the provisions of the Payment and Settlement System Act. This is correct. NPCI is a regulatory organization like NABARD. This is incorrect. It is not a regulatory organization like NABARD. NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited, NBBL, functions as the authorized Bharat Bill Pay operating unit. No. So there is a central unit. मैंने अभी recently भी annual report पढ़ाते हुए ये पढ़ाया था. There is a central unit and there are operating units. The central unit is NBBL and there are operating units. Function of the central unit is onboarding these operating units, right? So statement 3 will also be incorrect. First is correct and you have to find out the incorrect statement kaun si hai. Second and third are incorrect here. Okay, next question. Consider and identify the incorrect statement with regard to BBPS. Again, incorrect statement. Bharat Bill Payment System. As of now, only recurring transactions are allowed. No, non-recurring, recurring, both transactions are allowed. It offers interoperable and accessible payment service. Yes, this is the definition. It provides facility to consumers via digital channels. Only digital channels pucha hai. This is incorrect. There are also physical and digital channels available. So the second statement is correct and you have to find out the incorrect statement. So 1 and 3 will be the right answer. D. SEBI has recently proposed usage of ASBA like payment system in the secondary market trading. This is very important. ASBA की definition सबको पता होनी चाहिए. Can definitely be asked in phase 1. However, this question has been asked in phase 2 before. ASBA की definition. What is ASBA? What is this UPI like payment mechanism to be included in ASBA? ये सब पढ़ के जाएंगे. The new system would safeguard the market from risks emanating from default by brokers. This is correct. The move will increase the depth of securities market. इसीलिए ही लाया जा रहा है. With this move, SEBI will leverage the single block and multi-debit mechanism of UPI. This is also correct statement. You have to find out the correct statement. All of the above will be the right answer here. Next, as per the recently released Primary Urban Cooperative Banks Outlook 21-22, which of the following statements are incorrect? Incorrect statement निकालनी है. The publication covers financial accounts of scheduled UCBs and non-scheduled UCBs. This is and not unscheduled pucha hai. This is incorrect. Both UCBs and scheduled UCBs and non-scheduled urban cooperative banks. The publication provides information on major items of balance sheet and profit and loss account. This is correct. As per the report, the return on equity of UCBs has been falling. Just hold on a second. Okay, I apologize for that. As per the report, return on equity of UCB has been falling since 2012. This was in news. The return on equity of UCB has risen and not fallen. Okay, the correct answer here is E. Parts, you are correct and everybody is correct. 40 का E है, 41 का भी E है, right? Parth is correct. Again, next question. As per recent RBI master direction on acquisition and holding of shares in banks, which of the following statements are incorrect? ये master directions आई थी. For phase 2, it is going to be very important. Detail में questions आ सकते हैं. Okay, major shareholding is defined as aggregate holding of 25% or more of the paid up share capital, and you are going to tell me what is the percentage. So this statement is incorrect, definitely. Major shareholding is defined. कितनी होती है major shareholding? Aggregate holding कितनी होनी चाहिए? To be defined as major shareholding. RBI's decision to permit or deny the acquisition of stake in the banks is binding. अगर RBI ने decision ले लिया, this will be binding. So this statement is correct. After acquisition, if the shareholding falls below 25%, the person will be required to seek fresh approval from the RBI This is an incorrect statement. तो percentage का ही problem है यहाँ पे. Who is going to tell me what is the percentage here? It is 5%. Okay, not 25%. ठीक है. Next question. As per RBI guidelines on new umbrella entity, which of the following statement is incorrect? NUE, new umbrella entity, this were supposed to compete with the NPCI, right? इनके लिए ही NUE, new umbrella entity का concept लाया गया है. You have to find out the incorrect statement. New umbrella entity will work as an alternate or in addition to National Stock Exchange. No, NPCI. So this statement here is incorrect. Next question, next statement is new umbrella entity will work with an aim to foster competition and de-risk India's stock exchange mechanism. This is also incorrect. It is to to foster competition in the retail payment system. ये NPCI के against लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So to foster competition in the retail payment system, and eligible entity to apply as promoter group firm for the NUE can be owned and controlled by non-residents. This is incorrect. तो ये एक eligibility criteria है. If an entity wants to apply to become an NUE, new umbrella entity, the promoter and the promoter group should be residents, right? This is an incorrect statement. हमें क्या निकालना है? Incorrect. All of the above सही हो जाएगा. All of the above are incorrect. 43 का आंसर is E, not D. As per RBI guidelines on new umbrella entity, what should be the minimum paid up capital? Who is going to tell me the correct answer here? What should be the minimum paid up capital? बहुत easy है. The minimum paid up capital is A, 500 crore. Which of the following statement? The right A, enough. Which of the following statements are correct about NPCI? NPCI is an umbrella organization that operates retail payment and settlement system in India. It is an initiative of RBI and NABARD. This is incorrect. This is incorrect statement. The statement is correct. It is an umbrella organization that operates retail payment and settlement. NPCI is a not-for-profit organization registered as a Section 8 company. This is also correct. So first and three are correct. Answer क्या होगा? E. As per new safe deposit locker rule, safe deposit locker agreement given by RBI for banks. ये important है. जनवरी में आया था, and it created panic in a lot of banks because now they had to comply with new safe deposit locker rules. So as per these rules, banks have to complete work in phases by December 2023. This is correct. So initially क्या हुआ था? When RBI came up with these rules, RBI just gave very limited time. So RBI ने सिर्फ एक महीना दिया था, and then banks asked for a little more time. So initially सिर्फ January 2023 तक RBI को ये complete करना था. So but then again banks asked for extension. So this extension was given till December. December के बाद अगर कोई ऐसे lockers होंगे where these agreements or these rules are not followed, of what rules? These rules related to safety deposit rule. If they are not followed, then they will be frozen. So statement 1 is correct. Phased manner में December 2023 तक these deposit rules are to be applied. Under the new norms, banks have to pay compensation amount of 50 times the amount of rent in case of negligence. This is incorrect. The correct answer here will be 100 times. Lockers must be frozen if the norms are not implemented till 1st January 2023. This is also incorrect क्योंकि ये अब December हो गया है, right? 1st January को RBI started freezing these lockers, but then RBI went to unfreezing them. Okay. So first statement is correct, second and three are incorrect. You have to find out the correct statement. So C will be the answer here. Okay. Are these questions also important for phase 1? Yes. Some of these are, however, there are many questions जो बहुत detail में है that are important for phase 2 and not going to be asked in phase 1. Phase 1 में जो भी questions, जो general questions है, for example, financial stability report के बारे में पूछ सकता है, NPCI के बारे में, inflation के बारे में, these questions are important. Now this question about 81 bonds is very important because 81 bonds बहुत ज़्यादा news में थे. So recently, Bombay High Court has set aside the Yes Bank's decision to write off 81 bonds. With this regard, which of the following statement is correct about 81 bonds? So 81 bonds के बारे में पूछ रहा है. 81 bonds are fixed maturity of 5 years. This is incorrect. These are perpetual bonds. These bonds do not have a put option. The statement is correct. They do not have a put option. The investor cannot put, apply their put option. Investors cannot return these bonds to the issuer. Investors, this is also correct statement. वही बात हो गई. These bonds can be traded on stock exchange. This statement is correct. Okay, so the first statement was incorrect and rest all statement were correct. So answer क्या हो जाएगा? C only. Is there any problem? No maturity, perpetual. You are right. Nilesh and Rohit, you are right. Recently, the Bombay High Court has said again the same statement, and you have to find out the correct options about the 81 bonds. As per Basel norms and RBI regulation, in case of need of rescue, principal on the 81 bonds have to be paid back to the investors. इसका क्या आंसर है? अगर किसी बैंक को रेस्क्यू की जरूरत है, do they have to pay the principal on 81 bonds? No, there is an option कि वो write off कर सकते हैं principal. They can write off these 81 bonds. That is why 81 bonds बहुत ज़्यादा news में है. That is why they are a point of concern. How many questions are there, ma'am? Around 145. Banks issue these bonds to shore up their core capital. This is correct. Basel norms में there is an option that banks can have these 81 bonds. That is why they issue these bonds. Tier 1 capital consists of 81 capital and counter cyclical capital buffer. This is incorrect. Tier 1 capital has 81 capital, additional tier 1, and common equity tier 1. Right? So statement 3 is incorrect. First is incorrect, and you have to find out the correct statement. So B2 only will be C2 only will be the right answer. Which of the following is responsible for approving the resolution plan submitted by insolvency professional? This is a previous year question of RBI. The correct answer here is C. Committee of creditors. What is the maximum period for resolution of insolvency plan? 330 days. C. Which of the following is a benefit of T+1 settlement? बहुत important question है. T+1 settlement definitely पढ़ के जाइएगा. Who brought out this T+1 settlement? Which is the first country to bring T+1 settlement, and before India, अगर कोई लेके आया है तो temporary mechanism पे ये आई थी. It will lead to systemic risk. It will actually not lead to systemic risk. It is introduced to reduce the systemic risk. Increase operational efficiency, right? Improve liquidity, yes. Reduce the number of outstanding unsettled trades. This is also correct. So अगर T+2 settlement mechanism होगा, तो unsettled trades will be remaining outstanding in the market. So अब इससे there will be reduction in number of outstanding unsettled trades. So 2, 3, and 4 are correct here. The correct answer will be B. Ma'am, will you provide all the GDP forecasts by different rating agencies? Good question. 52. If Mr. X is a trader who recently saw in news. So these GDP forecasts are available in the spotlight, and previous 2 months की आप करके अच्छे से जाइएगा. Let's move on to the next question. If Mr. X is a trader who recently saw in news that there is a case against Reliance Industries Limited, this frightened him and he decided to sell his stock in Reliance Industries. On Friday the 3rd Feb, he executed the trade. When will this be reflected on his account considering T+1 settlement is called? What is the correct answer here? Monday. Very good. Monday. A. Which of the following is the differences on securitization of stressed asset and securitization of standard asset? So this was in news, securitization of stressed asset and securitization of standard asset. RBI brought this out. So क्या होता है? Stressed assets के pool of assets in stressed asset is different and standard asset is different. What am I saying about the pool of assets? Pool of assets मतलब जब आप securitization कराने जा रहे हो, when the bank is going for securitization, then these pool of assets को ही consider करा जाता है, which is definitely different. The extent of involvement of third-party expert entities, resolution managers, and their role in the resolution of underlying assets are differentiating features. Yes, this is one of the differentiating features. कि कितनी involvement होगी third-party expert entities की. In case of stressed asset ये ज़्यादा होगी because obviously the asset quality here is less or worse. The difference is related to the lower degree of certainty of cash flows from underlying pool of case of stressed asset. This is also correct. Stressed asset के time पे there is lower degree of certainty of cash flow. The underlying pool of asset in SSAF are different from pools of SSA in terms of credit risk. Yes. So यहाँ पे credit risk की बात हो रही है. This is also correct. Here all the statements are correct. Which of the following statements are correct about Sufficiency Act? The Act makes court's intervention unnecessary in case of secured loans. This is correct. It is a legislation that allows banks and other financial organizations to recover bad loans effectively. This is also correct. Under this, banks can take over NPAs from ARCs. This is correct. Banks do not take NPAs from ARCs. It is the other way around. So therefore, statement 3 is incorrect. This is A. 54 ka A. Okay. So let's start with 55 question. Dash is the type of RBI regulated entity that helps an individual securely and digitally access and share information from one financial institution that they have an account with to any other regulated financial institution. ये तो बहुत easy है. Who is going to tell me the correct answer to this? 55 पे आ गए हैं हम. B. Very good. Parash, again, very good. Account aggregator is the correct answer. So what does an account aggregator does? So account aggregator को permission मिली हुई है that they can transfer data from one entity to any other entity जिसको जरूरत है उस data की. This data might be about the borrower. Okay, so to digitally access and share information from one financial institution that they have an account in to any other financial institution. Which of the following are features of LTRO, long-term repo operations? Very important. It is aimed at injecting liquidity in the economy. This statement is correct. Under this, RBI conducts auctions of targeted term repos of up to 3 years tenure. This is correct क्योंकि ये long term है. Ma'am, can you slow down a bit? It's way too fast. So these are marathon sessions. I'm not going to explain. However, yes, I can slow down, Nafis. Under this, an on-tap facility was provided to banks to sell securities. This statement is also correct. Correct answer here is E, all of the above. Yes, Sakshi, 6 months की spotlight and RBI PDF is enough. Next question. Which of the following statements are incorrect about RBI's digital payment index? ये बहुत important question है. Who is going to tell me the base year of digital payment index? Let's read out the statements. Incorrect निकालना है हमें. RBI publishes digital payment index annually every year. Is it annually or semi-annually? Or do we just stick to the one released in June? Okay, so Purvi, yes, you have to stick to the June release. That is going to be more important. 2018, very good, Parash. 2018 is the base year. Okay, so RBI releases or publishes this digital payment index twice a year, right? So not annually, but twice a year, semi-annually. As of September 22, तो हमारे पास September 22 का data आया था. The digital payment index is 377.46. This is correct. And the base year of DPI is 2018, not 17. The statement is incorrect. You have to find out the incorrect statement. D will be the answer here, 1 and 3. Can anybody tell me how many parameters are there in digital payment index? 6 months, semi-annually, 2018. Yes, you are right. Ankur, Sumit, Anushka, Nilesh. 57 का answer C है, Parth. Please let me know how many parameters are there. Very good, Rohit. Absolutely correct. You have also mentioned the percentage, the weightage given to them. Okay. There are 5 parameters and percentages, told by Rohit here. Very good. 5 parameters, right? Next question पे आते हैं. Which of the following are correct about the parameters of RBI Digital Payment Index? So payment enablers include, let's see Rohit, ये आप आंसर कर पाएंगे या नहीं. Payment enablers includes mobile, internet, participants, etc. The statement is correct. The highest weightage is given to payment performers. This is also correct. Customer centricity includes ATM and POS terminals. This statement, however, is incorrect. Customer centricity नहीं है, Paytm, POS. This is infrastructure. This is infrastructure. Infrastructure दो में divided है, demand side and supply side. Okay. So statement 3 is incorrect. 1 and 2 are correct. 8 का answer is C. Very good. Next पे आ जाते हैं. As per economic survey, which of the following are several challenges faced by startup? तो economic survey ने कुछ challenges बताए थे. Funding hurdles, yes, startups face these. Revenue generation struggles, yes. Easy access to supportive infrastructure, this is incorrect. There is no easy access. So this is a challenge, that lack of easy access. तो यहाँ होना चाहिए lack of easy access. A complex regulatory tax environment, this is also correct. यहाँ पे सारी negative statements हैं, सिर्फ ये positive statements हैं. This is ऐसे भी आप आंसर निकाल सकते हैं. The correct answer here is C. Which of the following is described in the statement below? ये बहुत easy है. I want you to answer 60th question. Very easy. 60th question. Under this, any unlisted company, usually a startup in receipt of investment, which is above the fair value, will have to take extraneous capital as income from other sources, which will be identified and taxed. A. Very good, Sanchita, Purva. पारस, वेरी गुड, एंजल टैक्स इज द राइट आंसर हियर. आई होप एंजल टैक्स सबको पता होगा, जब फेयर वैल्यू से ज्यादा आप रिसीव करते हो. इफ एनी स्टार्टअप्स रिसीव above the fair value, then this is considered as income from other sources. Which of the following statement is correct about the new budget? Ambit of angel tax will now include taxes on capital raised by non-resident. That is why angel tax was in news, क्योंकि now it will include taxes on capital raised by NRIs, no, sorry, non-resident investors. Allocation to ROTTEP scheme. Can anybody tell me the full form of ROTTEP scheme? Has been increased by 10% to 15,069 crore. This is correct. Allocation of ROSCTL scheme has been increased to 7461 crore. This is incorrect. So this was earlier 7461. Ab change ho gaya hai 8405 crore. Okay, so this third statement is incorrect. Second and first are correct. Who is going to tell me the full form of RODPE? TEP. Very easy. Remission of duties and taxes on exported product scheme. Manav, you are absolutely right. Can anyone tell me the full form of ROSCTL? Manav, Rohit, right? Remission of state and central tax levies. Which of the following ministry announced the refund of duties and taxes on exported product scheme? This is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. बहुत ही ज़्यादा easy question. A. Which of the following ministry first launched a scheme by the name of ROSL? So सबसे पहले ये ROSL scheme आई थी, which was later called ROSCL. CL. ठीक है. Remission of state and central taxes levies. Yes, so here the correct answer is Ministry of Textile. ये scheme है, so E. Which of the following features of PIDF schemes are incorrect? Incorrect निकालना है. Important है PIDF scheme, तो बहुत 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 ज़्यादा important. This is also, a question on PIDF has also been asked previously also. The scheme aims to subsidize banks and non-banks for deployment of payment infrastructure. This is correct. यही इसका purpose है. The contribution of this fund is done by RBI 250 crore along with government, which contributes 100 crore. This is correct. So 345 का corpus है, 345 crore. Initially, I might have told 350 crore because एक PIB release में 350 crore mention था. However, RBI later replied that this is not 350 crore, this is 5 crore, 50 by RBI, and card networks देंगे rest 95 card network. Okay, so the fund will be monitored by RBI, the IBA and Payment Council of India. This is correct. तो ये तीनों मिलके फंड को मॉनिटर करेंगे. So 1, 2, 3 में से कौन सी स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट है? We have to find out the incorrect statement 2 and 3. Okay, sorry, 2 only. 2 only is the incorrect statement. E will be the right answer. 64 का D कौन बोल रहा है? पार्थ. No, 64 का E है. Which of the following features of PIDF scheme is incorrect? दोबारा incorrect निकालना है. Under the scheme, banks and card networks can avail subsidy from other organization as well, like NABARD, SEBI, etc. No, this is an incorrect statement. तो अगर किसी कार्ड नेटवर्क ने या कार्ड प्रोवाइडर ने या बैंक ने इस PIDF के अंडर सब्सिडी ले ली है, if you have already availed the subsidy under the PIDF fund, then you cannot avail subsidy from any other like NABARD or SEBI. PIDF shall also receive annual contribution from card network and card issuing banks. This is correct. Annual contribution they receive from card network and card issuing banks. Under the scheme, subsidy is provided on yearly basis. This is an incorrect statement. Subsidy is provided on quarterly basis. This is an incorrect statement. If you find out the incorrect statement, the answer will be D. 65 का D. Yes. Which of the following is the features of REITs and InvITs? बहुत easy question है. However, very important. REITs and InvITs work like mutual fund. Right? REITs own and operate real estate properties generating regular income and capital appreciation. Incorrect. This is REITs, not InvITs. These are regulated by NSE. No. Who regulates them? Who is going to tell me who regulates REITs and InvITs? Real estate investment trust. Okay, yes, you are right. SEBI regulates them. Under the Central Repository of Information on Large Creditors, CRILC, previously a question has been asked in RBI about the CRILC. Set up by the RBI to collect, store and disseminate credit data to lenders. What is the aggregate fund-based and non-fund-based exposure of borrowers for which बैंक्स हैव टू फर्निश क्रेडिट इन्फॉर्मेशन। कौन बताएगा इसका सही आंसर है? बहुत ईजी है, बहुत बार समझाया है, एंड आरबीआई हैज आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन प्रीवियस। इसलिए प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज अगर सेम क्वेश्चन नहीं तो सेम कॉन्सेप्ट में से कोई और क्वेश्चन निकल के आ सकता है। तो हियर यस यू आर राइट, द करेक्ट आंसर इज 5 करोड़ सी। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं। रिसेंटली मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी स्टेटमेंट फेब्रुअरी 2023। ये अब फेब्रुअरी की स्टेटमेंट है, नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस, बट वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व दीज क्वेश्चंस। ओके, हैज इशूड विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पॉलिसी रेट, कितना इंक्रीज हुआ था? 25 बेसिस पॉइंट से पॉलिसी रेट इंक्रीज हुआ था। यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द करंट पॉलिसी रेट फॉर इंडिया। अभी फेब्रुअरी की बात है, however the policy rate remains unchanged, 6.5%. Can anyone tell me what is the current SDF rate? Can anyone tell me what is the current SDF rate? If the repo rate increases, especially June के बाद, what is the current SDF rate? If the repo rate increases by 25 basis point, then the standing deposit SDF rate dash by dash PP from the repo rate. अब ये क्वेश्चन ध्यान से पढ़ो, it is talking about from the repo rate. This question is given to confuse you, पहले ये सब बता दिया। Then it is saying from the repo rate, so आपको repo rate से ही compare करना है, repo rate से तो कम होता है ना, so it is decreases 25 basis. SDF 6.25%, absolutely right. अरे वाह, बहुत बढ़िया। In the monetary policy statement February, what is the stance that is decided by MPC? Calibrated withdrawal was the stance. होता क्या है, जब accommodative stance RBI बहुत टाइम तक करती है तो उसके बाद it has to opt for calibrated withdrawal. जो उन्होंने liquidity pump करी होती है, especially after COVID, they pumped a lot of liquidity in the economy. Now they are going to suck back the liquidity, इसलिए calibrated withdrawal, धीरे धीरे withdraw कर रहे हैं। Cash is a financial transaction and a type of debtor finance in which a business sells its account receivable to a third party at a discount, generally in need of immediate cash. ऐसे क्वेश्चन पेज 1 में आ सकते हैं। हमें लग रहा होगा फाइनेंस का क्वेश्चन है, बट जरूरी नहीं है कि आरबीआई फाइनेंस का क्वेश्चन नहीं दे सकती। तो प्लीज लेट मी नो व्हाट इज द आंसर। 71 क्वेश्चन, इट इज वेरी 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 इजी। निलेश 71 सी, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट। फैक्टरिंग, ये ट्रेड्स में भी हमने रिसेंटली पढ़ा है, ट्रेड्स को भी बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना है। Which of the following statement is that true regarding the consumer confidence survey? काफी अच्छा क्वेश्चन। Consumer confidence survey is a bi-monthly survey published by NSO. Who releases the consumer confidence survey? Is it NSO? Who releases it? Survey obtains two major perceptions: current perception, long-term perception, that is for 3 years. This is absolutely incorrect. कि current perception तो होता है definitely, but long-term perception नहीं होता. So this is not current and long-term. This is current and 1 year ahead. 72D, yes, you are right. 3 only is the right statement. A consumer confidence index above 100 gives optimistic perception. ये तो बता दो, who gives? Yes, RBI. RBI publishes this bi-monthly survey. Okay. Which of the following is not a survey given by RBI? RBI बहुत सारे surveys निकालता है, कौन सा RBI का नहीं है? Consumer confidence survey हमने अभी पढ़ा है। So first is correct. I mean, first is a survey released by RBI. Then inflation expectation survey, yes, released by RBI. GDP survey. Here 3 will be the right answer. Then next question पे आते हैं. Which of the following fintech firms has recently launched UPI International, wherein users traveling to international destinations can pay foreign merchants via UPI? Here the correct answer is PhonePe. As per the new broadened framework of SEBI, what is the minimum and maximum period for subscription of issue of green debt securities? Green debt की जितनी भी चीजें आई हैं, ESG framework, have to know what is ESG framework, BRSR code, पढ़ के जाना। ESG, BRSR code, green debt security, green deposit facility of RBI, ये सब आपको पढ़ के जाना है। Okay, so here the correct answer is 3 and 10 days, B only. So what SEBI did was, SEBI came up with these guidelines for issue of green debt securities. किसी भी कंपनी को अगर green debt issue करने हैं, so there are 3 to 10 days के लिए available होता है, minimum 3, maximum 10 days के लिए subscription open होता है। And further, in case there is any change in any value or any norm, अगर कंपनी को change करना है, जिसके लिए उसको extend करना है subscription, they can extend to 3 days. However, maximum 10 ही रहना चाहिए। Recently, RBI allowed foreign national to use PPI. Which of the following statement in this regard? These are incorrect. Incorrect निकालना है। Facility is available for travelers to Asian countries. जो first time facility आई थी वो किसके लिए थी? Was it for Asian countries? Travelers from Asian country. It was from G20 country. Travelers from G20 country nations. And further will be extended to other countries as well. The PPI can be issued in the form of wallets linked to UPI. This is the correct statement. Loading, reloading of such PPI shall be against receipt of foreign exchange by cash or through any payment instrument. This is also correct. So you have to find out the incorrect one only will be the correct answer. A. Which of the following are incorrect regarding requirements for achieving interoperability through UPI? Where PPI are issued in the form of wallet, interoperability is ensured through UPI. Yes. तो अगर आपके पास कोई PPI wallet है, how can you use it to make transaction somewhere else through UPI mechanism? Where PPI are issued in the form of cards, the cards should be affiliated to authorized card network. Yes, तभी वो authorized card networks आपको provide कर सकते हैं. Then the next question is about, then the next statement is about PPI MTS, mass transit system. Shall remain exempt from interoperability. Yes, it is their choice. जो mass transit system आपको provide कर रहा है, it is their choice. So first and two are correct, and three, all of the above are correct here. They shall remain exempt from interoperability. Yes, so all of the above are correct here. Incorrect, none of the above. Yes. You're right, 77E. Which of the following cannot be co-branded? Co-branding partner in case of issuance of PPI. The PPI issue होता है at times a company or a card network co-partners with another company or a card network. So it can be bank, it can be a fintech company registered under Companies Act, government department, yes. NGO, no. NGO ऐसे mention नहीं है eligible entity. First 2 and 3 are correct. B is the correct answer. Next question, which of the following statement is correct about Financial Literacy Week? Very important question. Please let me know Financial Literacy Week कब बनाते हैं और कब से मनाया जा रहा है. Please let me know when was this Financial Literacy celebrated? Theme of 2023 is Go Digital, Go Secure. No, this is incorrect. And you're going to tell me what was the theme this year, 2023. When was this Literacy Week celebrated? What was the theme? And since when are we celebrating the Financial Literacy Week? 29 का आंसर तो बता रहे हैं, but I want to know what is the theme. 2016, yes. 13th to 16th Feb, yes. 13th to 17th Feb इसका सही आंसर है, बिल्कुल. What is the theme? What is the theme? Good financial behavior, your savior was the theme. Good financial behavior, your savior. So it was not Go Digital, Go Secure. Good financial behavior, your. याद रखनी है, you have to remember कब से celebrate कर रहे हैं, 2016 से. And the purpose is here, focus is on creating awareness about saving, planning, budgeting. हो गया. And 13th to 17th. Okay. So here the correct answer will be D. वो तो आपने बताया. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is not the cause for disparity between WPI and CPI? High weightage of food in WPI. So weightage of food high कहाँ होती है? CPI में होती है. This is an incorrect statement. High weightage of fuel in CPI. This is also incorrect. Fuel की weightage WPI में high होती है. Cost push inflation in fact impacts WPI more than CPI. This is also an incorrect statement. Cost push inflation सबसे ज़्यादा CPI पे effect करती है, not in WPI. So not the cause, none of the above होगा इसका आंसर है. All of the above होना चाहिए. I'll make the correction here. All of the above. Okay, 1, 2, 3 given तो है. Yes, yes. C will be the right answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is the right answer here. All of the above. Recently in the month of December 2023, CPI inflation, again CPI inflation, ये तो पहली बात तो December 23 में December. CPI inflation was 5.72%. However, RBI increased the repo rate by 25 basis point in monetary policy statement. What is the CPI inflation in the month of January? बहुत अच्छा question है, but January का data अब important नहीं है. However, the January month it was 6.52%. Which of the following are the factors because of which RBI's monetary policy tightening targets inflation? Increased demand. किसकी वजह से monetary policy tightening होती है? Why do we opt for monetary policy tightening? And that is obviously to inflation, but factors क्या क्या है उनके? To increase demand, this is correct. So this is incorrect. To decrease demand, it should be to decrease demand. Reduce the borrowing cost of consumer, this is correct. Yes, our target is to reduce the borrowing cost of consumer. Then it reduces credit growth. Okay, no, the borrowing cost should also increase. Okay, so increase the demand, no. demand is supposed to be decreased. How will it be decreased? When we increase the borrowing cost of customer, it reduces credit growth. This is correct. And reduces tax rate. Tax rate का कोई logic नहीं है. Demand की हम बात कर रहे हैं, and also cost of consumer. Then here the correct answer will be D, 3 only, because it is the only correct statement. 82 का B नहीं है, 82 का D है, 3 only. They are asking you what is the factor? Why do we target monetary policy tightening, right? To reduce credit growth, C is the correct option. C is the correct option, 3 only. Which of the following is the theme of RBI's Global Hackathon Harbinger? बहुत important है. Who is going to tell me what is the theme of RBI's Global Hackathon Harbinger 2020? Who is going to tell me the correct answer? 83. C, absolutely correct. Inclusive digital services. Recently, RBI gave clarity on certain digital lending norms, which of the following are incorrect about digital lending. Even if some physical interface with customer is present, the lending will still fall under the definition of digital lending. Yes, this is correct. होता क्या है? In case of digital lending, everything is done through a service provider or a third party, an intermediary, LSP, lending service provider, right? But what happens is, even if there is some tiny physical interference involved, let's say KYC के लिए हमें physical interference करनी पड़ रही है, or to recover the loan, we have to resort to physical measures. Even then, they will still fall under digital lending. This was the doubt asked by banks to the RBI. RBI से पूछा था banks ने, and this was the reply given by RBI. EMI programs on credit card will be covered under the guidelines of digital lending. This statement is incorrect. So EMI programs, जो credit card के EMI programs है, this fall under the master guidelines, master directions of credit card. Master direction of credit card. तो आप ये ऐसे याद कर सकते हो, EMI programs on credit card under master direction of credit card. Guidelines of digital lending will also be applicable to all loans offered on debit card. So debit card पे जो loans हैं, उन पे guidelines of digital lending लगेगी या master direction of credit card. This will be guidelines on digital lending. This is a correct statement. First and 3 are correct here, and you have to find out the incorrect statement. 2 only will be the right answer, B. Next पे आते हैं. Which of the following statement is correct regarding digital lending guidelines? We question. Okay, loan servicing, repayment, etc. shall be executed by the borrower directly in the RE's account. This is a correct statement. Directly in the RE's account. Next, the rate of penal charges shall be disclosed on the annualized basis to the borrower in the key fact statement. This is also correct. The fee charges payable by the REs to the LSP can be charged by the borrower under the loan agreement. This is an incorrect statement. होता क्या है? See, there is a lending service provider, a third party, and intermediary. तो जो contract है वो RE का इससे हुआ है lending service provider से. It is providing a service to the regulated entity, RE. Okay, now what happens is, in case there is a charge, there is a fee or a charge जो कि lending service provider को चाहिए, right? That will be paid by the RE. That will not be levied on the borrower. Okay, so therefore the statement is incorrect. Fee or charges payable by the RE to the LSP can be charged by the borrower under the loan agreement. This is an incorrect statement. So the answer will be C. Who all said C? R85 का answer C है, and rest everybody is correct. Which of the following statements are incorrect about balance of payment? ये तो बहुत easy होना चाहिए. It is a systemic record of economic transactions between residents of a country. Not only residents, resident and non-resident की बात होती है. Resident and non-resident, not residents. Capital account shows export and import of visibles. Capital account shows export and import of visibles. No, it is correct. Current account. Current account में आते हैं. Capital account shows net flow of both private and public investment into an economy. This is incorrect. This is capital account. Current account does not show net flow of both private and public investment in economy. So here all of these will be incorrect. E. Yes, very good. E. 86 का E है. We move on to the next question. Stop reducing answers. I am waiting for a second for all of you. क्वेश्चन नंबर 87 पे आ जाते हैं. युधिष्ठिर, यू आर राइट. ई है 86 का आंसर. 87 पे आ जाते हैं. Please keep answering along with, आपकी ही revision हो रही है यहाँ पे. Which of the following statement is are incorrect about payment aggregators? Statement number 1, under payment aggregator, merchants have to create a separate payment integration system of their own. Okay, next पढ़ लेते हैं पहले. PAs, that is payment aggregators, receive payments from customer pool and transfer them to the new merchants after a time. ये सही statement है. First statement is incorrect. Why is first statement incorrect? So PAs, that are payment aggregator, होता क्या है, under this the payment aggregators are required to provide you an integration so that you can aggregate all the amount, ताकि वो सारा aggregate amount कर सके जो भी different channel से आया है. For example, कोई payment card से आई है और any payment through UPI, right? So all these payments की कोई payment wallet से आई है. Okay, so all these payments they can be aggregated by the payment aggregator and further will be given to the merchant. So payment aggregator पहले they will pool the amount, and then they will pay to the merchant. So second statement here is correct. However, यहाँ पे बोला है merchants जो हैं they have to create a separate payment integration system of their own. ये गलत है, यहाँ पे कॉमा होना चाहिए. Under payment aggregators, merchants have to maintain a separate payment integration. No, this function is performed by payment aggregator only. 87 का आंसर is A. Yes. Third statement समझ लेते हैं. Payment aggregators are entities that provide technology infrastructure to route and facilitate process of an online payment. The statement is incorrect because here we are talking about payment integrators. Sorry, payment infrastructure जो आपको payment gateway provide करता है, right? Payment infrastructure, payment gateway provider. Which of the following statements are correct about recently released draft government security lending guidelines? Okay, government security issued by the central government excluding T-bills shall be eligible for lending, borrowing under a GSL transaction. Okay, ये एक बारी समझ लेते हैं होता क्या है. Borrowing और lending जब होती है, there are two things involved. One is the security that you are borrowing and lending. So in case this person is borrowing, they have to borrow and lender उनको दे रहा है. So this is the security that they are borrowing. इनको मिल रही है security. However, they have to give a collateral. एक collateral देना है. तो RBI की directions ने बोला है कि जब collateral की बात आती है, their T-bills can be included. However, जब आप जो security आप borrow कर रहे हो, their T-bills are excluded. यही question है. Government securities issued by the central government excluding T-bills shall be eligible for lending, borrowing. Lending, borrowing की बात हो रही है. This statement is correct because T-bills are excluded. Government securities issued by the central government, including T-bills, and the state governments shall be eligible for placing collateral. So government securities of the central government and government securities of the state government, including T-bills, collateral के लिए eligible है. GSL transaction shall be undertaken for a minimum period of 1 day and 90 days. ऐसे क्वेश्चन आपको फेज 2 में आएंगे. Here all of these statements are correct. I hope I have explained this. Payment gateway, yes Akib, you are right. Payment gateway. 89, dash means a settlement mechanism which stipulates that transfer of securities from the borrower of securities is made simultaneously with the transfer of securities by the lender of securities. The borrower ने receive कर ली उसी time lender ने दी दी and lender ने collateral receive. This is happening on delivery versus delivery basis. 89th का B. You're right Rohit again. 89th का B. Which of the following is our securities eligible for SLR? ये previous year question है, पहले भी आया हुआ है. Rated securities by the government of India. Correct. T-bills for the government of India. This is correct. State development roles of the state governments. This is also correct. AA rated corporate bonds. This is incorrect. So here 1, 2, 3 are correct and yes, C. 1, 2, 3. Can anyone tell me in which form is SLR raised by the banks और किसके पास रखना होता है SLR? किसके पास maintain करना होता है? Do banks have to maintain with themselves or with the RBI? And also, in which form, in all the forms that SLR is maintained by the banks? Who is going to tell me? Who is going to answer this? All the forms in which SLR can be maintained by the bank. Securities तो हमने पढ़ ली. In the form of security. What else? बहुत ही easy question है. Finance 101. Banks, Rohit. Banks itself. Yes, you are right. Gold. Yathavi. Yes, gold. और कुछ? Anything else? Cash. and they have to maintain with themselves. It is Dash is a new payment solution to process low value transaction using money stored in Dash wallets. So here the correct answer is UPI wallet. With themselves in the form of cash, gold, securities. Kaushal, you are absolutely right. UPI Lite is the answer. B. Next question पे आ जाते हैं. RBI undertook emergency measures to shield the economy from COVID-19. This question is about LTRO. RBI resorted to LTRO measures. This facility can be availed by any bank as and when the need arises. Need of liquidity. This is correct. On tap facility इसी को कहते हैं. On tap facility. जब चाहिए तब आ जाओ. Carried out through EcoBay. This is also correct. Was aimed to increase the rate of interest in the short term. नहीं, तो short term के जो rates थे they were already increasing and this was aimed to curb or control the rate of interest. So statement 1 and 2 are correct here. Who's giving me the right answer? 200 maximum limit of wallet. Yes, 2000. 1000 है. Yudhishthir. Okay. Capital requirement. Question number 93 पे आ जाते हैं हम सब. Capital requirement for Dash is designed to protect against an adverse movement in the price of an individual security. Focus देना, यहाँ individual security की बात हो रही है. Owing to factors related to individual user. कौन सा type of risk है? Capital requirement for which type of risk is talked about? Specific risk की यहाँ बात हो रही है. And under market risk. Market risk के अंदर specific risk. यहाँ individual security की बात हो रही है. So see what happens is a credit risk है. We all know about credit risk. Very recently we have also studied about operational risk, minimum capital requirement for operational. In the previous RBI 247 session only. Credit risk क्या होता है? When there is a default on the payment and when the creditor is unable to pay, the borrower is unable to pay. There is a default from the side of the borrower, then there is credit risk. Market risk क्या होता है? When there is a fluctuation in the price of investments. जो बैंक्स ने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कर रखी है उनका मार्केट प्राइस फ्लक्चुएट, नीड ऑन बैलेंस शीट मार्केट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स और ऑफ बैलेंस शीट. अब मार्केट प्राइस के अंदर एक स्पेसिफिक रिस्क आता है और एक जनरल रिस्क आता है. स्पेसिफिक रिस्क इज फॉर इंडिविजुअल सिक्योरिटी एंड जनरल रिस्क इज फॉर पोर्टफोलियो. जो भी हमने सारी सिक्योरिटी करी है एंड में सब में जनरल रिस्क देखा जाता है. तो हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडिविजुअल सिक्योरिटी. आंसर इज स्पेसिफिक रिस्क. यू आर राइट रोहित. For which of the following purpose are financial instruments held for in the trading book? Trading book की हम बात कर रहे हैं. Trading book में short term purposes के लिए trading होती है securities. Short term resale, profiting from short term price movements. Yes. Locking in arbitrage profits. This is also correct. Hedging risks that arise from instruments. This statement is also correct. So here all of these are correct. These are the purposes for which an instrument is held in the trading book. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं. Which of the following is are correct about RBI's guidelines on minimum capital requirement for market risk? Market risk की बात हो रही है. Okay, capital for market risk includes securities which have already matured and remain. See, credit risk की हमने अभी बात करी थी. When when the borrower is unable to pay. So in case we have any security, तो हमें ऐसे लोन से आई है जिसका जो मच्योर हो चुका है, राइट, और अनपेड है. In that case वो जो risk है that will be under credit risk. Why? Because it is unpaid, right? So वो credit risk के अंदर आएगा, not for market risk, right? So this statement is incorrect. Market risk is defined as the risk of losses in on and off balance sheet positions arising from movement in the market price. Yes, this statement is correct. The capital requirement for general market risk are designed to capture the risk of loss arising from changes in the market interest rates. This statement is also correct. 95 का C. Yes. Which of the following 95 का answer is C. 1 3. Which of the following statements are correct about GSEC issued by RBI on behalf of the government? ये बहुत easy question है and I want you all to answer this question number 96. Question number 96. After 100 questions, we're going to take a short break after 100 questions, okay? Just for 2 minutes. GSEC are issued through auctions conducted by RBI. This statement is correct. GSECs offer maximum safety as they carry the sovereign's commitment for payment of interest and repayment of principal. Yes, GSECs are available only in maturities of 91 days. नहीं, long term and non short term दोनों होते हैं. 91 days खाली नहीं है, दैट इज ओनली फॉर टी बिल्स. तो टी बिल्स में भी 91 नहीं, 120, 182 ऐसे भी होते हैं. तो ओनली ऑप्शन ए इज राइट. एवरीबडी हु सेड 96 का ए, दे आर करेक्ट. Which of the following statement is are correct about T-bills issued by RBI on behalf of the government? Treasury bills are long-term obligations of the government. This is absolutely correct. हमें correct निकालना है. Okay. They are issued. They are instruments issued at a discount to their face value and form an integral part. This is a correct statement. In India, the central government issues both the T-bills and bonds or dated securities. Central government नहीं है, central bank होना चाहिए. Central bank. Okay. Central bank है. In India, central bank issues both T-bills and bonds or dated securities of the central government and T-bills and state loans for the state government. Can anyone tell me, is this the correct statement or not? So here state development loans करते हैं, but T-bills नहीं करते state government. So third statement is incorrect. And so the first statement is also incorrect. The correct answer here will be D, 2 only. Central bank issues both T-bills, bonds, dated securities. Okay. Recently, next question पे आते हैं. 98. Recently, the government of India allowed low-cost real-time cross-border link through UPI for which of the following countries? ये तो सबसे ज़्यादा easy question है. ये तो आप ही बताएंगे. Akeeb, Kaushal, you both are right. 98 का आंसर बता दीजिए फटाफट से. Very easy और phase 1 में definitely आ सकता है. सिंगापुर. नीलेश, you're right. सबसे पहले नीलेश ने आंसर दिया है. Right? सिंगापुर is the answer. ठीक है. मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी स्टेटमेंट, February 23 मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी स्टेटमेंट का क्वेश्चन है. नाउ नॉट रेलेवेंट बट प्रोजेक्टेड जीडीपी पूछी है. द करेक्ट आंसर हियर इज ए, 7%. प्लीज लेट मी नो, जून मंथ में जो मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी स्टेटमेंट आई है, व्हाट इज द प्रोजेक्टेड जीडीपी? तब तक हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 100 कर लेते हैं. Which of the following banks have given approval by RBI that can issue UPI linked wallets to foreign nationals traveling from G20? तो कौन कौन से बैंक्स को आरबीआई ने अप्रूवल दिया है? The correct answer here is C, ICICI Bank and IDFC First Bank. Yes, 6.5%. Okay. Let's move on. 100 questions. अब कर ही ले क्या? 145 questions है total. You want to take a rest or you want to continue? Please let me know. Continue. Okay. Carry on. Okay. As per RBI norms, banks have to give certain percentage of ANBC to priority sector. Which of the following is correct about the limit of priority sector lending target for various banks? Who is going to tell me the correct answer here? बहुत easy है. Scheduled commercial banks 40%, yes. Foreign banks with less than 20 branches, yes. RRBs and small finance banks, absolutely wrong. इसका please सही आंसर बता दीजिए. What is the PSL target? A. So A here is right. However, please let me know, RRBs and finance banks, what is the percentage of total loans? Priority sector means that the sector which the government of India and the RBI consider important for the development of basic needs of the country and are to be given priority over other sectors. Under it, which of the following is not an option available to banks in case of shortfall in the PSL target? Okay? PSL target. In achievement of PSL target. PSL certificate is a measure available. UIDIF under NHB recently introduced हुआ है in the budget. प्लीज इसके बारे में सब कुछ पढ़ के जाना. फॉर विच ईयर्स इट इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, यूआईडीएफ फैसिलिटी, कहाँ पे इनका पैसा जाएगा, एंड एवरीथिंग एल्स. दे डेफिनेटली अंडर एनएचबी. नेक्स्ट इज आरआईडीएफ अंडर नबार्ड, यस. सिडबी के अंदर भी एक फंड आता है, एसईबीएफ अंडर सिडबी. एनबीएफसी सर्टिफिकेट्स नहीं है, राइट? तो करेक्ट आंसर हियर इज ई. Recently, NSE has been given approval by SEBI. to set up social stock exchange. With regard to this, which of the following statements are incorrect about SSE social stock exchange? Currently only NSE has been given approval to set up SSE. Incorrect. NSE के अलावा BSE को भी approval मिल गया है. Under SSE, entities can issue preference shares and debentures. They can issue zero coupon securities. ZC, ZB, ZP, zero coupon, zero principal securities. Yes, it is aimed at attracting donations. This is correct. Okay. So first and second are incorrect, and we have to find out the incorrect statement A, 1 and 2. 103 का D कैसे आ गया? Incorrect निकालना है. Incorrect निकालना है. Please let me know 103 is A. Okay, which of the following recovery curves are described below? ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. के शेप्ड रिकवरी कर्व बहुत ज्यादा न्यूज में था एंड ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबडी कवर्ड दिस, talked about this K-shaped recovery curve. This is a post-recession scenario in which one section of the economy begins to recover while another segment continues to struggle. This is a K-shaped curve. Answer is C. K-shaped curve ऐसा होता है where one sector struggles and the other sector continues to make progress. During COVID-19 also this was in news, and very recently also this was in news. K-shaped curve, yes, you are right. Which of the following statements are true about various economic recovery curves? We are talking shuru mein about U-shaped curve. A U-shaped recovery curve, the economy recovers, both the harm and the bottom persist for some time. This is correct. True पूछा है ना? Yes, this is correct. In an L-shaped curve, the economy rebounds to some extent from a sharp dip. तो L-shaped curve कुछ ऐसा होता है. However, it never, returns to the pre-crisis level of years. It's also correct. In a K-shaped curve, the economy experiences a rapid collapse followed by small and temporary recovery. वो W curve होता है where rapid collapse और small and temporary recovery होती है. So that is W curve. The statement is incorrect. In K-shaped curve, one sector continues to grow and the other sector declines or falls. Growth in the other sector. So here, statement 3 is incorrect. Answer will be A. Very good. Which of the following products of NPCI is described below? It is a web-based solution to facilitate interbank high-volume electronic transactions which are repetitive and periodic in nature. यहीं से ही समझ आ जाना चाहिए. Interbank high-volume electronic transactions which are repetitive and periodic. आगे पढ़ लेते हैं. System can be used for making bulk transactions towards distribution of subsidies, dividends, interest. यहाँ से भी समझ आना चाहिए. Answer है C. NACH. Absolutely right. किसने बताया? रोहित again. Nilesh, very good. B is the answer. UCO Bank of India has opened a deposit account in Credit Bank of Moscow. What will be this bank called for? UCO Bank of India. This is Nostro account. हमने खोला है, so it is our account. Nostro account, our account. Had it been your account, so it would have called Nostro. Okay. I hope Nostro Vostro पता होगा. अभी पता लग जाएगा Nostro के बारे में. So this statement is asking about which of the following is our statement correct about Nostro account. Nostro account is an account held by a bank of one country in a bank of another country in foreign currency. तो दोनों statement सही है. This account will receive an interest in the transaction. Yes, this is correct. However, I probably would have said previously that it does not receive an interest क्योंकि एक newspaper में mention था. However, after search again, तो बाद में जब research करा तो it came into conclusion that interest rate is received on Nostro account. Here the correct answer will be E. All of the above are correct statement. 108E. Why am I not receiving answers anymore? You have to reply to the questions. आप ही की revision हो रही है. 109 पे आते हैं. A dash is a higher tax rate levied by the government against certain industry when economic conditions allow these industries to experience above average profit. तो एक होता है average, एक होता है एक normal profit है, एक abnormal profit है या above normal profit. above normal profit की बात हो रही है. Windfall tax. Very good. Windfall tax. तो सबने ही आंसर दे दिया. Windfall tax is the right answer here. Windfall gain के ऊपर लगता है. Case there is a windfall gain. कंपनी को अगर windfall gain हुआ है तब windfall tax उन पे levi होता है. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. This question is about Digital Payment Awareness Week. and you are going to tell me the answer to this. Har Payment Digital, Mission Har Payment Digital was launched on the occasion of with the theme Go Digital Going. First statement. Second statement, payment system operators will adopt 75 villages across the country and convert them into digital payment enabled villages. Third statement, UPI person to person as well as UPI person to merchant transaction in India accounting for 75% of the total digital payments. So please इसका आंसर कौन सही से बताएगा? And also let me know if the first statement is correct or incorrect. Answer is B. Somebody said B. Okay. 110B. Rohit was the first one to give the answer. 110 का B है. Nilesh, you are right. B. Statement 1 is incorrect. Why? Can anyone tell me the theme? बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Who is going to tell me the theme? Akib, Go Digital, Go Secure is an incorrect theme. Yes, Rohit, please tell me what is the correct theme. 6 to 12 March. Somebody said yes. Nilesh, very good. 6 to 12 March को मनाया गया था. डिजिटल अपनाओ नहीं, डिजिटल पेमेंट अपनाओ, औरों को भी सिखाओ. यस, वेरी गुड. पारस, रोहित, ना एंड कौशल, कौस्तव, ओके, कौस्तव के दत्ता, वेरी गुड. तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. डिजिटल पेमेंट अपनाओ, औरों को भी सिखाओ, दैट वाज द करेक्ट थीम. पम्प एंड डंप रिसेंटली इन न्यूज रिलेट्स टू विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग? बहुत ही ज्यादा इजी है. द करेक्ट आंसर हियर इज सेबी बारिंग बायबैक ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज. नहीं. स्टॉक मैनिपुलेशन स्कीम. यस, B is the correct answer here. Pump and dump, जब हम अपनी सिक्योरिटीज के जो हमारे पास स्टॉक है, जो हमने खरीदा हुआ है, somehow we increase the price, तो पंप करते हैं, फिर हम डंप कर देते हैं मार्केट में, एंड हमें meanwhile बहुत ज्यादा गेन हो. So that is pump and dump. Very good. Which of the following is the campaign theme for RBI Digital Payment Awareness Week? यहीं पे आ गया. Digital payments, no. Moving towards maximum digital payments, no. Digital payment अपनाओ, औरों को भी सिखाओ. He is the right answer. क्वेश्चन नंबर 111 सबने आंसर नहीं करा है. ओके, 112 सी. यस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 113 पे आ जाते हैं. Which of the following statements are correct about recent restrictions imposed by SEBI on the buyback of shares through stock exchange? तो SEBI ने recently restrictions लगाई थी on buyback of shares. Buyback दो mechanism से होता है. One is tender offer, one is open market. Open market. टेंडर ऑफर में हम प्राइस और पीरियड दोनों को डिफाइन कर देते हैं. एंड जस्ट अ सेकेंड, गिव मी. ओके, ओके, लेट्स कम बैक. आई अपोलोजाइज फॉर दैट. कंपनी, सो हाँ, सो ओपन मार्केट में क्या होता है? देयर इज फ्रीडम टू द कंपनी अबाउट द प्राइस ऑल्सो एंड अबाउट द पीरियड ऑफ बायबैक, राइट? सो कंपनी को बहुत ज्यादा फ्रीडम था. एंड इसमें क्या होता था? whoever had the outstanding shares in the market, जिनके पास शेयर्स थे कंपनी के, उनको लॉस हो जाता था. So that is why SEBI introduced these certain restrictions on buyback through open mechanism. SEBI ने कुछ restrictions लगा दी कि अब पीरियड भी फिक्स्ड पीरियड होगा, जो कि आपको बताना होगा इन्वेस्टर्स को, एंड प्राइस भी. तो कंपनी, नॉट इन्वेस्टर्स, शेयर होल्डर्स, company will not be able to purchase more than 25% of the average daily volume period of previous 15 days. This is incorrect. So previous 10 days hai. Somebody said 10 days. Rohit, yes, you are right. The company can place bids in the pre-open market only. This is also incorrect. Company cannot place bids in the pre and post open market. एक घंटा पहले बाद में नहीं कर सकते. Okay. Then firm purchase order price. The firm's purchase order price should be within the range of 1% on either side of the last traded price. This is correct. तो यहाँ से order price हो गया and यहाँ से volume हो गई, average trading volume पे restriction लगा दी. So सेबी ने दोनों तरीके से restriction लगा दी, volume पे भी and price पे भी. Okay, तो companies का freedom थोड़ा कम हो गया when it comes to buyback of securities. Here the correct answer will be D. 3 only. Aditi, everybody is right here. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following statement is correct about? Again, buyback of securities का question है. Escrow account for buyback should consist of only cash and not other than cash transactions. This statement is incorrect. Other than cash भी होता है. Why? Because escrow account is maintained for security purposes only. So other than cash, for example, किसी ने securities रखवा दी, so in that case, there is no certainty of the value. So ascertainment of value of other than cash securities or other than cash modes, ascertainability of the value of that security. तो इसमें problem आती है. That is why escrow account is maintained और cash में भी आप maintain कर सकते हैं. Currently buyback is done through only stock exchange mechanism. Definitely गलत है. Only use कर दी. Tender भी होता है. Tender placement. And SEBI is working to bring other mechanism in force. तो ये definitely गलत statement है. This statement is also correct and you have to find out the correct statement here. Buyback of securities is generally done by company to increase the EPS and give back control to the promoters. Yes, the function of buyback. 114 ka D. Very good. Whoever has answered is D. Sahi hai. Let's move on. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct about PMLA Act, Prevention of Money Laundering Act? कब आया था? 2002. Financial Intelligence Unit India is under the department of, who is going to tell me which department? कोई बता सकता है कौन सा डिपार्टमेंट है? Revenue. PMLA Act allows center to confiscate property earned through illegal proceeds. Yes, this is the actual function of PMLA Act. PMLA added the concept of reporting entity, which would include banks, company, financial institutions. This is also correct. So the concept of reporting entities added, जिसका मतलब ये सारी entities report करेंगी in case there is any transaction. In case there is any transaction. Okay. Transaction जो उनको लगता है, this might not be correct or something involved in this transaction. तो इनको इसलिए reporting entity बोला गया है. So here statement 2 and 3 are correct and you have to find out the correct statement. Answer will be revenue. Yes, Nilesh. Very good. What is the amount of insurance provided by DICGC to depositors and when was DICGC formed? पहले तो DICGC की full form कोई बता दे मुझे. IC बहुत easy है. So tell me the full form of DICGC and when was it formed? 116 का A. Somebody said A. ठीक है. और कोई आंसर देना चाहेगा इसका? 116 का D. Very good. Whoever said 116 का D is right. 5 lakh and 1978. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Absolutely right. किसने दिया? अकीब ने सबसे पहले. Very good. Which of the following statement is correct about SEBI's proposal norms for ESG rating providers? ठीक है. ERP बोलते हैं इनको. ESG rating providers. They are known as ERP. SEBI mandated top 1,000 companies, listed companies by market capitalization to make filings as per BRSR from financial year 22-23. This statement is correct. Top 1,000 companies को SEBI ने बोला है करने के लिए. Initially 150 companies करेंगी, then going forward 250 companies करेंगी. कुछ न्यूज़पेपर्स में आपको अलग नंबर मिल सकता है, कुछ में अलग, but it will be starting with 150 companies and 250 companies going forward. And I think 2025, 26 तक ये करना है complete listed companies को and 150 companies 2022, 2020. Okay. KPI in the BRSR. BRSR क्या है? Business Responsibility Sustainability Reporting. It is nothing but a reporting mechanism. Okay? It's just a reporting mechanism. An extra is given कैसे आप report करते हैं, right? The format or the framework of reporting. The aim of SEBI is to mitigate greenwashing at scheme level. Yes, this is correct. So all of the statement here are correct. E. 1117 का E है. लोग बी क्यों बोल रहे हैं? ई इज द राइट आंसर। करेक्ट पूछा है ना आपसे, करेक्ट ई है, अभी गलत आंसर थे। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज आर इनकरेक्ट अबाउट इरिडा, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी? ओके, it was formed in 1980, no, 1987. Recently, IREDA has got infrastructure finance company status. This is correct. Pradeep Kumar Das is the current chairman and MD of IREDA. This is also correct. So here incorrect statement निकालनी है, one only will be the correct statement. 118. 118D. Yes. Nilesh gave the right answer first. 118 का D. Very good. 1987 Rohit. Okay, Kostov also said 1987. बिल्कुल सही. Which of the following organization was working prior to FEDAI? This is easy. Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India. सारे जो डीलर्स हैं उनका एक एसोसिएशन बनाया हुआ है, Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India. The correct answer here is Exchange Banks Association. A. Next question. Recently, NSO released inflation data for the month of February 2020. Which of the following is that true about inflation for the month of February? February का month का inflation data is not very relevant for us now, but we'll still solve this question. CPI inflation increased from 6.44 from 5.76. Okay, this statement is incorrect here. For inflation remain above the 6% marks. This statement is correct. Inflation in the food basket in February 2020 was 5.9%, 5.95%. तो ये inflation थी food basket में. This is a correct statement. Answer will be B. However, this is not important for you anymore. Okay. यहाँ पे आपको 5.67% जो जनवरी का डेटा बोला है, दिस इज नॉट जनवरी का डेटा. हाउएवर you do not have to remember the January and February का डेटा anymore. The answer will be B here. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पे आ जाते हैं 121. Which of the following statement is correct about CBDC? You are going to answer this question. I'm not going to answer this question. All of you 121 का आंसर बता दीजिए फटाफट. 121E. Who's the first one to answer? Rohit. Very good. It is E, not C. CBDC is a digital currency with a legal tender. Yes. It will be launched in wholesale mode for selected and financial institutes. Right. CBDC retail is based on blockchain mechanism. This is also right. Incorrect बता दो आप CBDC के बारे में. Who is going to tell me incorrect? 122. CBDC wholesale will be used by all private, non-financial consumers, businesses. Incorrect पूछा है. CBDC retail will be designed for restricted access to selected financial institutions. And CBDC retail is intended for the settlement of interbank transfers. E, very good. Whoever said E to 122 का आंसर A नहीं है, E है. Incorrect पूछा है, incorrect. CBDC wholesale will be used by all private, non-financial consumers, businesses. This is CBDC retail, not wholesale. Wholesale will be for select financial institutions for interbank transfers. CBDC retail is designed for restricted access. No, this is CBDC wholesale. So this statement is also incorrect. This statement is also incorrect. Third statement क्या कह रही है? CBDC retail is intended for the settlement of interbank transfers. This is also incorrect. CBDC retail token based mechanism पे है for individual retail users, private sector. So all of the above here E. Which of the following is correct about CBDC retail and indirect mode? Sorry, direct and indirect mode. CBDC दो मोड पे आएगा, डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट मोड. डायरेक्ट मोड पे RBI खुद ही लेके आएगी, इनडायरेक्ट मोड पे दे विल बी इंटरमीडियरी इन मोड. Okay. Who's going to tell me the answer of 123? Let's move to 123. Please write down the answer number as well. 123. CBDC direct mode, RBI will be responsible for managing all aspects of the digital rupee system. ये तो मैंने बता दिया. Yes. CBDC indirect mode, RBI issues CBDC to consumers indirectly through intermediaries, and any claim by customer will be managed by the intermediary. This is also correct. CBDC retail works on account based mechanism. CBDC wholesale works on account based mechanism. Retail works on token based mechanism. So here statement 3 is incorrect. 1 and 2 are correct. Answer will be what? A. Very good. Kunal was the first one. से भी पहले करा है किसी ने. रोहित and नीलेश, सिद्धार्थ, कुणाल, वेरी गुड. मीनू, कृष्णा, अमेजिंग. 124 पे आ जाते हैं. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज आर करेक्ट अबाउट नेशनल मोनेटाइजेशन पाइपलाइन? मोनेटाइजेशन के लिए है. अंडर एनएमपी द गवर्नमेंट एम्स टू मोनेटाइज बोथ ब्राउनफील्ड एंड ग्रीनफील्ड प्रोजेक्ट. इज इट बोथ ब्राउनफील्ड एंड ग्रीनफील्ड प्रोजेक्ट? 2021-2022 में गवर्नमेंट अचीव द टारगेट ऑफ 96,000 crore. The statement is correct. NMP estimates aggregate monetization potential of 6 lakh crore for 4 years period. This is also a correct statement. So here first statement is incorrect. Why? Because it is not for greenfield. जब greenfield अभी आए ही नहीं है या आने हैं, how can they be monetized? So it is for brownfield project. 124 का B. Whoever said B is right. Rohit, Yathavi, Meenu Kumari. Very good. Which of the following countries has RBI recently signed MOU with for CBDC and its interoperability? Very easy, very important for phase 1. phase 2 में नहीं आएंगे इतने easy question. Please let me know what is the answer for 125. Yes, it is UAE. बिल्कुल सही. 126 पे आ जाते हैं. Which of the following best describes liquidity management window under which banks can borrow additional overnight liquidity? Please ध्यान दीजिए, जो आपको डायरेक्शंस मिल रही हैं क्वेश्चन के थ्रू ही हिंट्स मिल रहे हैं. तो ओवरनाइट लिक्विडिटी व्हेन इंटरबैंक लिक्विडिटी ड्राइज अप, दिस इज MSF, मार्जिनल स्टैंडिंग फैसिलिटी. नेक्स्ट पे आ जाते हैं. Dash represents unsecured segment in the overnight money market and is best reflective of the systemic liquidity mismatches at the margin. The correct answer here is WACR, जिसको हम operating target of the RBI भी. Operating target मतलब RBI tries कि हमेशा liquidity जो थी वो मैनेज रहे, and also the WACR should be in parallel with the repo rate. Because अगर ऊपर या नीचे हो जाएगा तो lending borrowing of banks will affect. Of banks मतलब banks को जो जरूरत पड़ती है RBI से repo rate पे पैसे लेने. Which of the following statement is correct about liquidity adjustment corridor? SDF forms the floor rate, MSF forms the ceiling rate of the corridor. You are going to answer this question. This is very easy. RBI is yet to extend LAF and MSF to RRBs. LAF is a monetary policy tool used in India by RBI through which it injects or absorb liquidity in and from the economy. Who's going to answer? Question number 128. C. Somebody said C, somebody said D. The correct answer here is C. Correct answer here is C. Why? Because RBI has extended this facility for RRBs. So 1 and 3 sahi hai. SDF is the ceiling rate. SDF is the floor rate, and MSF. Which of the following statement is correct about RBIH? बहुत easy है, बहुत important है. Please let me know answer 129 का. Yes, it is set up as a Section 8 company. Whoever is saying E is right. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of RBI. It aims to provide world-class innovation to the financial sector. Right. So E is the correct option. E. All of the above is correct. 130. Dash is a basket of stocks which works like mutual fund. बहुत ही easy question है. बहुत ही ज़्यादा easy question है. The answer is exchange traded fund. ऐसे questions SEBI में आते हैं. SEBI phase 1 में ऐसे questions आएंगे definitely. RBI में भी definitely phase 1 और phase 2 में पूछ सकते हैं. Recently, IFSCA constituted an expert committee for providing a roadmap for the onshoring of Indian innovations to the gift city. Who among the following chairs this committee? The correct answer here is B. G. Padmanabham. Question number 132. Recently, the governor of Dash received the Governor of the Year award of the Central Banking publication. ये आ सकता है फेज 1 में, बट बहुत ही ज्यादा इजी क्वेश्चन है, तो इतने इजी तो नहीं है, हमें एक्सपेक्ट करके जा सकते। 132 E. Oh, Siddharth is the first one to answer very quickly. 132 E. India. Very good, Siddharth. Which of the following is are incorrectly matched with the weightage of DPI parameter? चलो DPI के parameters की अब weightage पे भी बात कर लेते हैं. Payment enablers weight is 25%, infrastructure demand side 10%, payment infrastructure supply side 15%, payment performers is 45%, and customer centricity is 5%. ये parameters हैं. अभी यहीं पे ही pause करके याद कर लीजिए. If they are asked, do not mark an incorrect answer. ये digital पेमेंट इंडेक्स के पैरामीटर. तो ऑल ऑफ द अबव आर करेक्ट. ओके, इनकरेक्ट पूछा है आपसे तो ई होगा, नन ऑफ दी अबव. ओके, वेरी गुड. व्हेन वाज IFSC and IFSCA launched? 134. Who is going to answer this question? IFSC and IFSCA launched. वन 134 का प्लीज आंसर. सी. सिद्धार्थ इज द फर्स्ट वन टू से सी. सी इज राइट. 2015 and 2020. Next question. On which of the following has NPCI decided to levi interchange fee on? Please बता दीजिए what is the interchange fee percentage? Interchange fee percentage. Interchange fee percentage. So here the correct answer is bank to bank transfer through UPI नहीं, P2P PPI नहीं, NEFT पे भी नहीं है, RTGS पे भी नहीं है. Merchant transaction through PPI. हम यहाँ PPI की बात करते हैं. PPI wallet, PPI issuer, and UPI on the UPI platform. So here the correct answer will be 1.1%. Absolutely correct. A dash of AMC is responsible for forming the trust and appointing the trustees. तो यहाँ पे सबके आपको functions पढ़ने होंगे, especially for SEBI exam. But अभी भी आप you should know. Phase 2 में आपसे पूछ सकते हैं ऐसे questions. Okay, so here the correct answer is sponsor. So sponsor is responsible. A sponsor is responsible to form the trust. सबसे पहले trust form करता है sponsor, and जो trust fund manager होता है, it manages the assets. Okay, trust fund manager. So and he appoints the trustee. So he forms and then appoints the trustee. Sponsor. As per expenditure profile document of the RB of 2023 Union Budget, Center is expected to issue rupees dash worth of sovereign green bonds in the coming financial year. What is the answer to this? 138. Very easy and important. The correct answer here is 23,764 crore. 23,764 crore Union Budget में आया है next year. Financial year, the going on financial. Okay, बिल्कुल. 139. As per expenditure profile document of 2023 Union Budget, the largest amount of money raised through sovereign green bond in FY24 will go to which of the following ministries? सबसे ज़्यादा कौन सी ministry को जाएंगे? Whatever proceeds of sovereign green bond. I'm sorry to interrupt. Spotlight कब तक होगी upload? I'll ask Neha ma'am and I'll let you know. So here the correct answer is Ministry of Railways. Everybody who said 139 का B is right. What is the upper age limit of ombudsman under PFRDA? तो ये recently change हुई थी. 65 year पहले थी and 65 से 70 आई थी. Can be asked in phase 1. Okay. Recently RBI issued an indicative calendar for the first ever sale of sovereign green bond. ये पुराने sovereign green bond की बात हो रही है. So January और December का डेटा है ये. December 2022. The total issuance would be 16,000 crore. Previous year की बात हो रही है. This is correct. Investments under sovereign green bond would not be eligible for SLR purpose. This statement is incorrect. It is eligible for SLR purpose. Unlike GSEC, का मतलब क्या है कि अगर किसी के पास green bonds हैं, they will be, they can be used for SLR. Unlike GSEC, sovereign green bonds can be traded in the secondary market. GSECs can also be traded in the secondary market. This statement is also incorrect. First statement is correct. Answer क्या हो जाएगा? 141 C. बिल्कुल. Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority (PFRDA) is the regulatory body for overall supervision and regulation of pensions in India. PFRD functions under which ministry? बहुत easy है, please बता दीजिए. PFRDA functions under which ministry? Yes, B, Ministry of Finance. Okay. Next question. Which of the following do not fall under PSL as per RBI norms? Does not पूछा है. Crop loans, they are part of PSL norms. Agriculture sector. PSL का target 40. Agriculture sector में crop loans, they are included. Medium long term loans for purchase of land, architectural machinery or investment in post harvest infrastructure, they are also included. Loans to distressed farmers, indebted to non-institutional farmers, this is also correct. So all of these are part of PSL. Therefore the question is asking does not form part, तो answer हो जाएगा none of the above. 143. Yes, Aras, Rohit, Yathasvi, you are right. Yathavi, sorry, I apologize. 144. As per news from April 1, wallet holders will be able to use their balances to pay merchants with any UPI code, paving the way for interoperability of digital wallets on the UPI platform. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Incorrect पूछा है. These transactions will attract interchange fee of up to 1.1% of transaction value if the value is above 2000. Is this correct or not? The interchange fee have to be made by the customer bank to the merchant's bank when such a transaction takes place. The PPI issuer will have to pay 15 basis points as wallet loading charges to the remitter bank for loading transaction value greater than 2000 on the wallet. So third statement is correct here. First statement is also correct. Second statement is incorrect. आंसर देख लेते हैं. आंसर क्या होगा? फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड आर करेक्ट और हमसे क्या पूछा है? इनकरेक्ट. सो 2 ओनली. डी विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर हियर. इनमें से बताना है कौन सा आंसर गलत है, आई मीन कौन सा आंसर सही है. Second statement says interchange fee have to be made by the customer's bank to the merchant's bank. No, it is opposite. It is opposite. Merchant's bank से PPI wallet को जाता है, merchant के account से PPI wallet holder को जाता है. तो PPI issue कर रहा है आपको. Okay, PPI issuer. So the PPI issuer will be receiving this interchange free from the merchant's bank account. Okay. Statement 2 here is incorrect. That is yes, statement 2 here is incorrect. वही पूछा था. That is why B is the right answer. Okay. This was the last question for today, and with this we are done with this marathon session. I hope you liked it. अब हम कल दोबारा marathon session रखेंगे for the rest of the month, that is April, May and June. Okay. I hope you all are ready for tomorrow's marathon session. If not, you can revise whatever is required for the next marathon session. Till then, keep preparing for your exam. Also subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet already done that. So definitely subscribe to the channel. In case any doubts, you can ask us. I am going to end this session, but wish you all the very best for your RBI Grade B exam. सब अच्छे से देना अपना exam. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.